It's today. And you have signed up to be Lagos Abobaku. That's okay. That's fine. It's your choice. But do you not think for once, like, what exactly are you benefiting that is going to, that has improved your life? Something you can relate to your belief. Let's say this is your belief. You believe in them. You are suffering. A lot of you are going through it all. Like you, the face I'm gone. You are calling people to support or help you. Some of you are turning your hardship into blackmailing people. This one is not picking your calls anymore. Your friend is not replying your messages anymore. This one is not ready to help you anymore. Some of you are already complaining of depression. I mean, you are going through it right now. Do you not think that if nobody say you get mad, if nobody say you are mad? No, don't get angry with me. I'm asking you, I'm trying to speak to your conscience now, like your inner mind. So kúkú wèrè ara ẹ balẹ̀. Calm down. Tí ò bá jẹ́ pé wèrè ni ẹ́, in that same state that you are, you still have energy to defend this thieving and stealing in whatever capacity. I'll show you that one where I saw for Abia. Look at them. This is one from Abia State, where Alex Otti is their governor. So may I could put everything together before I may fire on, right? Abia. And I think I have another one. Yeah. Here is Abia and Enugu. How much money they have expended in space of 2-3 months. And to some, it is just based on the resources available to them. If they have the same resources like Lagos State, they will do better than this for themselves. Here you get. But that is just that. So if you find yourself for any reason to defend these people to the point that you are telling yourself that you are doing the right thing, and somehow you are asking yourself, what do I want you to do? Yeah, I'm speaking to your conscience right now, to your mind. Just keep it open that way. You are hearing all these billions and billions. But most of this money are not really invested where even your own craft. Just like I was saying, some of you are graduates. Abba, you are graduating to your long. You have no idea what you want to really do with your life right now. There's not much option before you. You are pretty much like you have no real option other than you are open that some people you are counting on, God will help them so that they can help you. Apart from that, there is no real clear thing. You are a graduate, no job. Some of you have jobs, but you are still living like people who are jobless. You have energy to defend APC because you believe that there is always going to be something in return. I'm not talking about, I don't know if that's what some of you are expecting. No, I'm not talking about you being handed over money like a handout, 25,000 naira every month. 35,000 naira every month for 6 months. That is not helping you. Like, do you not deserve better? Do you not think, or should I say, do you even know how much is 2 billion naira? 2 billion that they used to buy rechargeable fan, fridge. They no get fan. They still have a standby generator 24 hours so for the office of Sanwoolu. Remember? They had fridge and freezer. They had rechargeable fan. They had AC. Last year, but they still have to spend 2 billion. If they used that 2 billion and they called all of you, Lagos, but even some of you who are currently typing, you are typing in the comments right now, abusing me, asking stupid questions, like zombies. If not that 2 billion naira, they decided to give, hang on, if they give everyone 50 million naira to invest in your craft, to invest in that your idea, you know, saying a poor man, they get the widest imagination, like poor people. Now we they get the biggest and widest imagination. If I see 1 billion last song, 1 billion. I will first of all buy. I will first of all, another person will be like, you are too greedy. 1 billion is too much. If I have just 5 million naira right now, Baba, my life has better. If you know the idea that is in my head, a lot of you have some of these ideas. These criminal politicians will not invest in your ideas. They want you to remain wretched every 4 years in your wretchedness, in your hopelessness. You can begin to hope again and hope it's going to be your time in another 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Baba, 24 years of democracy to your long. 50 million naira. If they just invest in your idea, since you have been screaming APC, APC, since you have been a graduate, begging to survive. Baba, I'm talking to you, Joko. Look at me. Don't look aside. You, yeah. Just look straight at me. Since you have been shouting APC, Egbekegbe, and the rest of that 2 billion naira we then take buy rechargeable fan. If they give 50 million naira to all of you, I beg, 50 million naira times 20, that is 1 billion. So that means if they give 40 of you and they invest that 50 million each, do you know how many people you are going to employ? Do you know how many lives you are going to touch and change? Do you know how much money the same government is going to make from you? From that your business, that's your idea. Have you not thought about that? So you are hoping that one day they will look at you and give you appointment, make you a personal assistant, special advisor. Special advisor on what? So that they can be paying you 1 million naira every month, or be 500,000 naira every month. If that 2 billion naira in this economy, and they call some of you the vuvuzelas, hungry bambiala, social media bandits, Facebook ads many, in your wretchedness, I'm saying, think about that. Would somebody like Mayegun come out and condemn it? Because you defend it too. I have seen some of you, even in Abia, we look what you know. I am talking to you. You are still giving excuses. I am speaking directly to your mind. You are telling me to continue to cry. Ha! You cannot be cured. And I'm not even trying to. I am just using the concept of a dead wall clock. When you look at a broken wall clock, it is as useless as it is always correct twice in a day, AM at PM. So I'm trying to see which of them is when your senses will be at the right spot and my message will hit you and possibly you can possibly get recovered. I mean, remedied and saved. I'm not trying to save you, man. You are going through it. And I'm just asking that, have you ever kind of imagined that if they invest 50 million naira in your idea, una get so much idea, Abi, that could make people millions. But now funding disturbing your ideas because nobody will invest in your idea, invest in your growth, invest in anything that is going to make you stop asking them for t-shirts and asking them for your own share of their loot at every election. Think about that. 531 million naira to renovate church. Do you know how much that can actually, the impact that can make? On those of you that they are sending to different vocational training centers as a political campaign empowerment. Do you know how many of you they have sent to go and learn how to make soap, to go and learn how to make this, make that, and at the end of the day, now laborer you they do for quarry site because all those things you have no money to start anything. You have no money. Do you know how much people that can help? These are direct investment in your economy. You don't give it to people. I'm not saying they should give you free money. No. I am saying this money can be made available interest free to encourage when you want to kickstart your economy and you want to encourage local production. You make money available. But if you are making money available for renovation of bedroom, buying of new mattress, repainting the governor's office, buying new air conditioner, buying this or that for billions and billions of naira, and they said they want to go and they send you to churches to go and pray. To go and pray for what? To go and pray to God to come and make Nigeria better. Is that not delusional? Is that not delusional? So you are not helping yourselves if you continue to think this is we versus them kind of a thing. Igbo versus Hausa, Hausa versus Fulani, Fulani versus Yoruba, Yoruba versus Igbo. And then you are kind of rotating yourselves in that same delusion. What you are doing is to continue to read about how your commonwealth are being frittered away. And then they will say, after the elections, after the old tribal hatred and all of that, you will think, okay, yeah, make everybody face their own criminals. I mean, face them, drag them, ask for the best, and all of that. No, 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 no. They will continue to push that narrative of tribal ethnic supremacy. Una no dey tire. Suffer no dey tire una. Eh? Una dey get muscle. Imagine people they get they get muscle for head because they are trying to defend their tribe. And when you say, what are you trying to defend? And who are you trying to defend your tribes from? They are trying to defend their tribe. They are trying to defend their ethnic against the other ethnic group who want to take over power from their own kinsmen. The same kinsmen who have been ruining them. They have a name for that. I can't remember it now. The deja vu. She deja vu ni. Deluding yourselves. And at the end of the day, the people are the losers. Because those they told you are coming to take over Lagos. They are not the people they are pointing at. The nemesis of their action has caught up with them many times. They escaped. The Yorubas in Lagos have rejected Tifnumbu many times. But with the help of the corrupt system in Nigeria, he has been able to what? To overpower them. And it is not because he's that a genius. It is because the system is so corrupt that people like him, only people like him, can operate in such system where majority have been completely, technically crippled to fight back. Because every means of fighting back legitimately has been compromised. So what do? You break the law, just as it is all over the 36 states of Nigeria. It is a looting bazaar. It is like an open check. Once they take over your power or anywhere, they turn the state wallet or purse to their personal piggy banks, their family piggy bank, and the money that are meant to be invested in critical sector of their own economy are diverted into personal sort of pampering. Billions of people's money goes into pampering the criminals that will tell the people to endure, including their deranged supporters. So if you have a chance of thinking for yourself, I think this is the time you should. If you are those who are interested in self-preservation, people like us, that will never compromise our own moral standard for a plate of asaro, a plate of porridge. We'll continue to speak directly into the conscience of those who care to listen. The more you dwell in their pool of hatred, and that is the more you also will believe, okay, that somebody else is coming for what you don't even have in the first place. The losers in their schemes have been the poor. They have been the people themselves. The losers in all of this scheme are those hardworking people. You see that a young welder that usually work on projects as pride of his own hard work and all that. They've made majority of them to abandon things that could contribute to the society and the economy by their policies, right? For those to look for the shortest cut, at least to stay alive. I mean, they took away a lot of things from you. See that old grandma that worked all her life, I believe. In her old age, she is living in fear, the fear of untimely death. I mean, death caused by poor health condition and poor access to health care at old age. Eh? That's what that does. When the scarce resources are not used for the critical sectors of the economy and they are diverted for self-use, all those people that are meant to benefit from those sectors, they would not. And in most cases, it costs them their lives. People die for things that they shouldn't die for because resources that are meant to provide for them or care for them have been stolen through bogus budgeting and all of that. And then you will tell yourself then, but what can we do? The first thing you do is to stop defending them. I mean, that will be a start. When you stop defending those whose only job and mission is to snuff life out of you, even without touching you. We have seen wastage, and you will continue to see that. You have seen that of Tifnumbu, their boss, Abi, and that one is not even off the table yet. Then you have this. So if what they have for you is 5,000 naira for poor people, and that is their own idea of lifting you out of poverty, is there not a time for you to think now about your life and your life choices? If their plan is to give you 25,000 naira for 3 months as their own way of lifting you out of poverty, not that you have access to real resources to help you, because they are not going to be there. And you are here defending them, trying to push people back, and the rest of that. Baba, I mean, these are things I do sit and just think, I'll be like, you cannot afford to pay your rent. You cannot afford to pay your children school fees and health care for yourself. You are going through a lot. The people they told you are coming to take things from you. What are they coming to take from you? Is it the ability for you? Is it that ability that you have been unable to pay your rent? Is that what an Igbo man or those who don't look Yoruba enough are coming to take from you? Eh? What exactly did you think they told you they were coming to take from you? And a lot of you jumped on it, and you're still jumping on it today. You called the Badebo, you called him Chinedu. And now that they are dealing with you, Funsho Dohati, who exposed this? I saw the Agbadomite, the Agbadoriansi, the Bat Study. I saw them saying, this is how opposition is done. That the guy came out to expose this thieving. And the Lagos Abobakus that cannot afford fish, they started praising Funsho Dohati. They said, this is how opposition is done. They were not really angry that Sanwoolu has been blowing billions on himself, his family, their appointees, and others. They are not released. I didn't really see, rage. They started depressing Funsho Dohati. And Funsho Dohati, who was ADC governorship candidate in the last election, wasn't really a threat to these Agbadorians like the Obedient. So the Obedient, who were the mostly Yorubas in Lagos State, who publicly rejected Tifnumbu on the 25th of February 2023, they had their lives threatened and 2 of them were killed. So they charged at the Obedient. Badebo, who is a true Lagosian, who was the ancestral lineage in Lagos than Tifnumbu, Igbin Iragbiji. You all witnessed how they attacked him, attacked his family, and indeed, because of him, at least as an excuse, killed non-Yorubas, attacked Yorubas and non-Yorubas in Lagos. So Badebo is a threat, happened to be a threat they didn't see coming, and they unleashed everything on him. Some of them are still watching me right now. They said he is not Yoruba enough. Badebo is not Yoruba enough. Funsho Dohati was not in any way a threat, even till now. So, if Badebo says, hello, good morning, my people, how is everyone doing? The born slaves, the Agbero, Lagos Abobakus, they will invade him and they will start attacking him. You this Somali Yoruba, you this you are standing up against Ashiwaju, you this Shinedu, you this go back to Anambra, go back to this. These shameless cretins are even telling their Yoruba brothers to go to Anambra and go to Enugu. So that's why I told you that if you are Igbo, I may not understand how it feels fully, okay, to be profiled and attacked this way by these cretins. I can tell you that we as Yorubas, we have suffered similar fate. The same treatment they are meting at you is the same they are meting at every Yoruba that stand up against these beggars, these thugs. Here you get. So Dohati, who released all of this or called the attention of everyone to this thieving and looting, the Agbadorians started saying, this is how opposition should be. There is no insult. There is no name calling. He's a true Yoruba. He's a this or that. But they are not offended. They are not triggered. They are not angry. That despite all of their desperation and depression that some of them are suffering from today, the poverty that they are battling with today, some people are able to spend such money. Abba, how is that? They are not angry. But if Duarte should become a political threat tomorrow, they will give him Igbo name. If they could call Jimmy Agbaje, Jimmy Shuku, Shinyere, and so many other names that they coined together, and they said Jimmy Agbaje, as a pharmacist, is the one working with the Igbos to bring fake drugs to Nigeria. Imagine what you're going to feel like if you have lost any member of your family to adulterated and fake drugs. Imagine how that narrative is going to hit you. These are the kind of hatred, falsehood, misinformation, divisive political tools of Tifnumbu and his gang. They have always been using it. Baba, they will do it in a way that you will think the whole world is collapsing. They tell people that some people are coming to take over Lagos and they are going to kick everybody out of their houses. They're going to take over your houses. They're going to take over your businesses. They are going to remove your obas. And people believed them because it did not start today. Go and read about S.L. Akintola, Ladoke Akintola. Go and read about him and the politics of the late 50s and early 60s. This didn't start now. Divisive tribal politics that the likes of Tifnumbu are playing, as it is dangerous to non-Yorubas, it is also dangerous to Yorubas. And Yorubas who crosses their path, either blackmailed or even killed. And it's always been like that. But that's why I'm talking to those of you who they told Yoruba Ronu, Yoruba Ronu. I told you then what they were scared of, what triggered that tribal hatred orchestrated by this APC, Olori Burukus. Yes, you, Olori Buruku Arai. Those who orchestrated Igbo versus Yoruba in Lagos. Abi, they did not do it because of Yoruba's progress or Lagos progress. They did not do it for any of you. They screamed and used the card to keep themselves in power. And it worked. If they are punishing you today, just own it, chest it, and stop pointing fingers. If Nigeria is not working, every component part of Nigeria is making that contribution full of wastage. Wastage that a lot of you knows. But you should begin to, at least those who defend them, you should begin to contextualize what you are indeed supporting and how much of your lives you are helping them to mortgage. So unfortunate that when these consequences comes, they are not limited to those of you Olori Burukus, the Dabi Moshedas. It is also going to affect those who never wanted this. The Igbos wanted to leave Nigeria, save for the Igbo Efulefus, the hungry, greedy, crooked Igbo politicians and elites who are getting their own fair share of the Nigeria enterprise. The status quo works for them, and they will do everything to sabotage such a glorious idea, self-determination. They have invested so much in hatred, in hateful rhetorics, championed by them. And then you begin to ask, wait. If the division or the hatred that has been sort of pronounced by these criminals and always pronounced by by these criminals every election time. If everyone want to be honest and not following their hypocritical mind, why exactly should Nigeria remain one when we actually don't really want to be one? When you look at the existential sort of a political trajectory and then permutations of all these rogues, they cost lives, they ruin lives, they ruin businesses, they ruin things. And to those of you who are their enablers, their champion, their defenders, I mean, once in a while, you should sit down and ask, are you satisfied with what you are getting? It's like holding the end of the stick. That's what they are offering you, right? You're not part of the scheme of things. Oh dear. There are things they can actually genuinely invest in that will begin to make a meaningful difference in people's lives, including your lives. But a lot of you will just rather may everybody just die in that poverty. May everybody just die in that lack. Let everybody just die in that oppression. It gives you, I don't know how that feels, but you never really feel like you are not part of any of their plan. You are just a number. Statistics. Even though they told you that statistics you go shop, but statistically, they continue to drench you in everlasting misery, everlasting depression, and some of you are contemplating of ending it all. So if you've never really thought about consequences of your decisions or indecisions, any of them, this is an opportunity for you to begin to reflect on them. Reflect, oh, please do. Because this crumb may never touch your lip before Olodumare buy you. Because you see the hardship that you are witnessing today, they are still very, very kind of at the early stage. Oh. They are playing with your lives, and you are playing with your lives too. If you are comfortably enabling them, you are playing with your lives. Whatever you are saying today, I don't know what you are, and I know a lot of you are very prayerful, praying for this, praying for that, and all of that. And then you begin to ask yourselves that, question God, why is your prayer not being answered? How come everything is so hard and all that? I hope you begin to reflect on your own choices and decisions in life. When people are tired, they are going to want to stand up. But some of you are also willing and waiting to be mobilized, okay, to stop people who are going to do their best to try to stop these guys. Do you see the problem there? And why I said, if there is any revolution that is needed, it is the revolution of the mind. Elections can save Nigeria. I have seen people now saying that Tifnumbu and his gang, they are working towards one-party states. Well, would you be surprised? You shouldn't. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. If you are, and others will say, Mayegun, remember people didn't vote for these guys. I said, I know, I do. But when you did not vote for somebody and they force themselves on you, and then you quietly go away, and they begin to misrule you, they begin to destroy everything around you, you begin to see the effects of why you never really wanted them, but you are too scared to stand up against them. So who do we then turn to? To God. Be what? I don't know. Because when people say, Mayegun, people did not really vote for them, I said, but people who didn't vote for them are obeying the abnormalities. They are adjusting. They are trying to cope. Some are even hoping for a better outing next time in a country that they have already captured right before your very eyes. And some of you that have experienced the old cheating and the rigging and the manipulation that followed, something is still telling you that the table will turn. Who go turn them? Baba God will come and turn the table in your favor. And then I'm asking, how is he going to turn the table? Oh, we are going to have to scream to God because we cannot fight these people. So they are taking back some of the states won by the opposition using the same judicial system. The same judiciary that said, Shittiman's nomination that violated your electoral acts. And he came out as somebody who has been nominated as vice presidential candidate and also nominated as a senatorial candidate in the same election. And they violated your law there. Tifnumbu submitted fake certificates, forged certificates, lied under oath. He got discovered, presented to the tribunal. Another one, that is Enugu governor, Peter Umba, submitted the forged NYSC certificates to the same judiciary using the same law, Nigeria law. And they said all of those prayers, they were pre-election matter. You cannot expect the courts to grant your prayers and cancel an election simply because of how APC nominated their candidate. You are not a member of their party. So why would you want to be interested in how they nominate? It is political party that nominates candidates. That's all. The same court that ruled that just few days after themselves, the same court came back to start taking the opposition's election away from them. In Kano, they removed the governor of Kano, NNPP, because he was not properly nominated. He did not spend the constitutional time to be a member of the political party before becoming their candidate. So according to their court, is never a candidate. So they removed him and they put APC that got defeated in a proper election. They put the APC. Now they are going to Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is going to say the same thing. They will remove him and put APC. What APC couldn't get through the ballot, they are getting it through the courts. And they are not using the election to judge. They are using the nomination of these people. The same nomination problem, pre-election wahala, technicality that saved Tifnumbu, that legitimized Tifnumbu and Shittiman. They removed the Kano governor for it. Go to court. In Plateau State, where APC, Egbekegbe, also got defeated. They did not cancel the election because of they did not remove the guy because of the election. They removed him because PDP did not nominate him properly. Yeah. He was not nominated properly. Instead of nominating him in the morning, they submitted the same in the evening. That is a technical problem. They've removed him too. He's also going to Supreme Court. Alex Soti of Abia, they are also dragging him to Supreme Court. That one case now 1-1. tribunal said he is not a member of Labour Party. His nomination was not done properly. Even though their constitution says the political party you want to join can give you waiver, there is something called waiver. So instead of you going through the normal membership, this, and that, to become a candidate, their constitution says they will give you waiver. You can be given waiver and you become a candidate. You can become a candidate of a political party 1 month before the end of nomination. You know, when the political party will submit the names of their candidates. You can join the party 1 month before the end. You can join the party 2 weeks before the end of nomination, and you can become their candidates. It is called waiver. And it's called pre-election. But guess what? Their court says anything that has to do with nomination of candidates done by political party, whether they did primary or they did selection or anything, it is the business of political parties. And if you are not a member of their party, if you are a member of PDP and you feel like the nomination of the candidates, if you are a member of APC or a member of Labour Party or any political party, and you feel like the candidate is not properly nominated, you can take your party to court and sue them and fight them. But you cannot take somebody. Now, their court said it, not me. It is their court, this interpretation of their useless constitution. So their court says, if you are a APC and you are another one is PDP, you cannot take PDP to court to question how that person got nominated to become candidate. You can't. You won't win. But it is only APC that it doesn't, only other people it doesn't work for. It work for APC. So Mutfang, I think that is his name. Muftang. No, Mutfang. Muftang is my son's namesake. Is their governor, Caleb Muftang. So he was taken to court by APC after they defeated them. Remember that the Tifnumbu's campaign manager is the former governor of Plateau State, Lalong. Sure, you know Lalong? He's minister now. He is the minister of Minister of Labor. What is Lalong? Under Tifnumbu now. So he was defeated. His candidate got defeated in an election. Just same way Tifnumbu lost Plateau State in that election too. So they now went to court. And their case is that Muftangi, the PDP governor, was not properly nominated by PDP. Therefore, the courts should cancel the election and declare APC winner. And that's exactly what the tribunal did. That is exactly what the appeal court has done now. That the guy was not properly nominated. So 2 days ago, there was this rumor that the appeal court judges have been paid $5 million US dollars to give the judgment in favor of APC. And it was that guy himself that came out, Caleb. He said, that is complete baseless, that anybody is accusing the judiciary of collecting bribe to remove me as governor tomorrow. Benny, they don't buy you, they don't sell you. Everybody, they don't do cash transfer. It has been, bought, sold, and shipped and delivered. So the guy woke up this morning. First, today na Sunday. Here you get. I didn't know that their court opens on Sunday, but I have been sort of tutored that for election matter, the court opens any day, anytime, because there are time constraint, like they have time, they have to deliver this or that. So that is why they deliver the judgment on Sunday. They said Muftangi was not properly nominated, and the guy is now saying democracy is in danger. Some people are trying to sabotage the will of the people. Shoton Caleb. Mr. Caleb, somebody told you, say they don't collect money on your head. You wanted to sound like, you think say you smart? You think say you smart? You wanted to try to play a smart one. Emotional blackmail. They tell you say APC get emotion. So some of you, that's why sometimes nobody should feel sorry for some of you. Defenders of APC, Egbekegbe. In your closed mind, some of you still believe that APC people get emotion, they get feelings. Some of you, they believe like that. He's a man of God. He's a very, very good woman. Very, very, very supportive. They are selling your future and selling everything and keeping you in that beggarly state. And as happy slaves, you think say they get emotion. 22 million out of school children. As a mother, it breaks my heart. You better hold your heart properly. You better not let everything they break your heart. The criminals in power no get heart to break. How do they sleep at night, knowing that children who are supposed to be in school, they are just being molested out there. They're just being abused. I mean, Mayegun, you need to see what these kids are going through. I mean, I was driving one day and I saw these children. I said, Auntie, calm down. Any suru, okay, maloni clotting, okay, maloni stroke you. On top say, oh, I'm so calm down. No? They sleep fine. No? If you are worried that how do they sleep at night? They sleep like babies. Worryless. They don't have any peace of mind, Baba. The kind peace of mind where they no get. It's not the same peace of mind where you no get to. If they tell you, say, these criminals know they get peace of mind. Mayegun, they don't get peace of mind. Let me tell you something. Don't tell me anything, because you don't know nothing. Look at them. They are all suffering different kind of sicknesses. Who is not suffering from sicknesses? Who is not? So you are going to compare the kind of health problems that you have in your condition right now. You are going to compare that with the same similar health condition that you have with these criminals who have access to different first-class health care or health insurance all over the place. So you want to compare that. You have kidney problem. These criminal politicians and their children, they have kidney problems. So you just say, now the same kidney problem experience you are having. They know they sleep at night, Mayegun. So because say your own debt is keeping you up at night, your problem is keeping you up at night. You dey count your ceiling every night. Sleep no come. You are using sleeping tablets to put yourself to sleep because it's too hard. Country hard. Sleeping tablet no dey work on you anymore. And then you begin to feel like that is how these criminals also spend their night. Unable to sleep. Abi? Because they cannot sleep. Because they are so worried. They are poor people. The poor people in Nigeria are not happy. Children who have no food, they go to bed empty stomach. That is, Baba, they know they get peace of mind. So you think it's that kind of peace of mind we are talking about? If you see these criminals who are having hypertension, no peace of mind, do you know why? Because every time they put on their TV and the news says, earthquake in Bahamas. Yay! Mogbe oh, I'm dead yo. I say, Baba Kilode, Daddy, what happened? Have you read the news? What news, sir? They said earthquake happened in Bahamas, Honduras. That is why are you now panicking? Yay! Because now there your papa hide the money, his own loot, the thing that he's managed to get from the public fund. Breaking news. There has been some crackdown on slush fund in UK. Some companies are now under probe. Some businesses are kinikon, and you are reading it as news. It no concern you. You don't open up. You don't open to another page. You won't go and check what did Chelsea Wigan play? What did Man U and Liverpool, what did they play? But you see those criminals, once they read that some investigation is going in so place and some names are mentioned, they go call their doctors. Hello? I think I'm beginning to have palpitation. Palpitation. I'm beginning to see. It's like my sugar level is going up. I think you need to go and fuel the. And you think that is the same no peace of mind like you. You where they act like say you are dead inside your house because you don't want the landlord to know that you are home. And how much is the rent? 200,000 naira. Now, because of 50,000 naira, or because some of you, because of 5,000 naira debt, there are some streets you know they pass anymore. Because of 5,000. So do you think the same no peace of mind that you are facing is the one you are thinking these criminals are facing? Or do you, I'm just saying, they are only worried when they are loot, wherever they are hiding them, whenever they come under exposure. And that is why when they know those who knows about their loot and where they are keeping all of them, they either kill them or they pay them off. It is like a criminal, sort of a criminal gang. So they don't have emotion like you. All these are our leaders. They should fear God. Which God? Your God? Or which one? The same one that your GOs, the people that are telling you that God loves the poor people, the ones that you are praying, that they say, I've read some of this nonsense in few places, by the way. $1 billion or for Pastor Adeboye to pray for you. I told you something about imagination of poor people like me, because myself, they get imagination too. Now poor people be the accountants on hired, uninvited accountants, financial advisors to rich people. I say, congratulations. Oh my God. Oh, did he just buy you the latest 2023 automobile? Oh, he's so amazing. Then you go see poor people. What is wrong with people these days? They will just have money. They will not know what to do with the money. Instead of buying 50 million naira car for your wife, why not just buy like 2 million naira car and give her 48 million to start business, to start doing this, to start doing that, poor people. Now we they kind of arrange like that. The imagination of poor people. I get that imagination too, like I said. You say, instead of using that money to build this, why don't you use that money to start this? Why don't you use that money to do that? It's unfortunate anyway. So yeah, the poor people are always wanted to be the financial advisors for the rich and advice on how to spend their money, because they don't have. And there are many of them that have concluded that no matter how much they try, they will never have. Except maybe if some, miracle just happen and just touch them and just lift them. We were talking about a black tax, and black taxes yesterday, remember? And a lot of people were so happy that we had that conversation around where people have the sort of the motivation, should I say motivational sort of dream of lifting people out of poverty. But you should know as well, there are people who don't want to leave that poverty. Their thought process, their mindset, and everything about them speaks and screams of them being comfortable in that position of abject want and poverty. So when you see the criminals who are asking you to pray, your GOs and the rest of them, they are also the prayer fathers to your oppressors. You don't pray for criminals. You arrest them and prosecute them. If you have criminals in power, that means they must have broken laws to attain such. So you do not need any sort of motivation or pampering words and all that. To know that the first thing you have to do is to get rid of them, you must be willing to break laws too. Or if you are still giving excuses, Abi, that's fine. Think about all I said tonight. Sit back and relax and just think about all your decisions and all your life choices. Think about the guys that you will spend every day and night to try to start tribal war, ethnic war, religious fight, every here and there. In your deluded mind that you spend, just think about that, your life, and think about how much of this is positively or has positively affected your life in the last years. So the answer is going to be right there for you at the end of the day. So guys, I'm going to leave us with this tonight, and I kind of wish you the best in the coming weeks. So you have heard this tonight, and what you make of it is completely yours. The criminals who are taking over and trying to turn Nigeria to one-party state, they will do it. And if you are very much uncomfortable with that, first thing first, you have to leave your comfort zone, your fearful zone, because whether you like it or not, these guys are going to do what they come to do, except you stop them. But if you don't, I will be here. So thank you. And you all have a wonderful evening. We'll have a better week. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó jódodo.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi